What is going on, guys? Today I will be giving you some draft tips and strategy for Battle Royale and MLB The Show 17. Make sure you follow along my MyGM and NBA 2K17 for my Houston Rockets, as well as my franchise mode for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, with that being said, let's get started. This mode is pretty great if you haven't checked it out yet. It was in the game last year, and it's honestly a lot of fun to play. It costs 1,500 stubs, but you are getting a pack back. So, I mean, it's practically worth it at that point, especially if you can win some games. So, with that being said, let's jump right into the draft itself. In this first round, I'm definitely looking at Jose Altuve. My general strategy is to spend your bronze players on starting pitchers, and if you see some lower tier cards that offer something great, then don't be afraid to pick it just for one purpose. So, looking here, as I said, we're going to spend our bronze player on a starting pitcher because they're only going to pitch one inning, so it really isn't a big deal how great your pitchers are. We're going to go with Anibal Sanchez. We have another diamond pick. As I said, I feel like picking someone like Max Scherzer is a waste here because, you're only going to get him once in every 5 starts, and that's at best since it is randomized. So I think Manny Machado is by far the best pick. So now we have 2 diamond players in our infield, a 99 and a 96, which is pretty awesome. Here for the common players, I honestly just like filling up my bullpen with some of them so that way I don't ever have to use them in my lineup or my rotation. But since there are no common players that are relievers in this option, I do like Hernandez here because he has a 76 speed, which could help if we need a base runner. Out of this one, I'm not going to lie, I really do like Max Kepler a lot, even in real life. But as I said, my rule is to spend bronze players on starting pitchers because if you don't, then you'll be forced to pick like a gold or diamond starting pitcher, which is just a waste as I previously mentioned. Here for silver, Gary Sanchez, he can really hit the ball this year, and he's definitely one of the best catchers in the MLB, probably top 5 at this point, so we're definitely going to go on him, despite trending downward. For silver here, I do like Sergio Romo to give us some bullpen help, but I end up going Gene Segura because he has a lot of speed and very high contact, which will be helpful in our lineup despite trending downward as well. Another bronze, another starting pitcher with Jake Peavy, who was historically pretty solid, but has really kind of fell off of a cliff in terms of his career, but that's okay. You can see gold pitcher, I do not want to spend it on Archer. Carpenter is okay, I feel like we could get someone better. Cespedes is another diamond, which would be great. His main strengths are fielding and power hitting, but if we're going power hitting, I'd almost rather take Stanton because he has a 99 against lefty and a 92 against righty, so I feel like at this point, ever since he kind of got hit in the face in real life, he's kind of fallen off, but for video game purposes, hey, you might as well do it. Another silver pitcher, I actually like Willie McCovey. I don't mind Melky Cabrera either because he has the switch hitting, but we do need some power right now. As you can see, our power rating is only at 65, and McCovey has a 98 overall power against right-handed hitting, who we're going to be seeing most of the time. So he could be great coming in off of the bench to pinch hit or something similar to that. I do think we need someone better than Hernandez in the outfield, so I do take Polanco to put him in left field, and he's a lefty, which helps out our lineup for sure. Common player here, as I said, I like spending this on relievers, kind of just flipping through. I'm going to end up going with him because he has a break at 88, which is pretty good. If we need someone who can come in and throw some junk. Here was an easy one for Clay Buchholz. He's a pretty big name and another bronze pitcher that can help our rotation. I really don't mind Jerome Williams here. He's pretty serviceable, and I don't want to have to spend my last gold on a starting pitcher, so I end up going with him. Another common, another reliever. As you can see, his break is 85, so he has a good amount of break to his pitches, so definitely gonna go with him there. Here, as I said, you just have to look for the small stats, whether that's speed, a good fielder, whatever you think may fit your team. Albuquerque, with one of the biggest last names ever, has a 98 break, so we're definitely going to go with him. That's a pretty big steal for a bronze pitcher to have a 98 break, even if he isn't that great. I like Vizcaíno because if you can see, his velocity is a 99, so if we're playing someone online who just can't get around that fast, we're definitely going to call him in out of the bullpen. For another common pitcher, just kind of looking. There really honestly isn't much, but he has an 86 velocity, and he is a lefty. We kind of need a lefty out of the bullpen since we do not have one yet. For Silver, I do like K-Rod because his pitches have a 99 break, so not the fastest stuff, but man, it's going to be hard to hit someone like him if we can get his pitches correctly. And our last comment is going to have to be a reliever. I would have liked to have gotten a gold reliever, to be honest with you, but you don't really pick the order, so it is what it is, and we'll just have to fill out the rest of our lineup pretty solid because we do have 1 gold, 2 silvers, and 2 bronzes left. For the bronze, I like Curtis Granderson because he has a very high power rating. Our power rating is still not that great compared to our other ratings. I think we could use another infielder, so I end up going with David Wright. He has a pretty solid contact rating against lefties, and he's a good guy that can come and hit off the bench. I guess that's 2 straight Mets picks, which were completely unintentional. It just happened to work out like that. For 2 silvers, I like Josh Harrison mainly because in a Battle Royale type mode, he can play a bunch of different positions if you look at his secondary positions. So if we need someone to come in, he's got third base, shortstop, left field, and right field, so he can pretty much play anywhere. So that's going to be very helpful, and he has a 90 contact rating against lefties, so it could pan out for us. I end up going with Tulowitzki here. He has the highest rating, and he's very good defensively, great shortstop, so I like him a lot. And since we do need another outfielder, in my opinion, for our team, that's why I end up choosing Starling Marte. So we ended up getting 3 Pirates, but it is what it is, despite me being a little bit biased. Marte's speed is 95, so that's great. Here's a quick view of our lineup, and it really doesn't get much better than that. Marte, Altuve, Machado, Stanton to start off. Our bench is full of star players as well. Our starting pitching isn't that great, but it's serviceable. As I said, you don't really need good starting pitchers if you're only planning on using them for 1 inning, and our bullpen has K-Rod coming out of it, so I'm completely fine with this. I hope that this video helped you guys out. Let me know what you guys want to see with MLB The Show 17 or NBA 2K. Make sure you leave a comment, subscribe, tell your friends. Thank you.